Hello everybody, this is Megan. Welcome to our company, First Class Billionaire Investments, founded by Jerry and Stuart Poppleton. Jerry, who is the big-time CEO of the holding, had the vision to see everything globally and on a very long-term perspective. One of his wisdoms was, do not waste 10 minutes with an investment opportunity if you do not consider to hold it for the rest of your life. Our portfolio includes contemporary mansions in the Hollywood Hills, New York, London, Berlin, and Milan. Furthermore, we look out for his new book regarding investments and rule number 1, to become a billionaire. If you have any questions, no matter what it is, please get in touch with us. First Class Billionaire means to see the value of a bigger picture in an old-fashioned, sophisticated way. Jerry used to live in many different countries, United States, United Kingdom, Austria, and Germany, before he made the decision to become a self-made man. His philosophy is old-fashioned money and not new, unaesthetic behavior. From it comes to real financial wealth. Jerry F., the founder of First Class Billionaire, goes directly for generating wealth and never short-time richness. We want to take you on a lifelong journey. We from the company want to take you places you have never been before. Please subscribe also to our newsletter that's going to inform you about our recent activities. The company First Class Billionaire Limited stands for sophistication, old-fashioned money, family business, family values, and contemporary wisdom. Be a part of our first-class billionaire world, a world full of old-fashioned wealth, what is a part of our DNA. Please take a journey through our webpage and enjoy the real estate portfolio.
Drink. I might have a drink once in a while. And got a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids, and for the most part, my life is freaking wonderful. All I did was this. I don't overanalyze. Never do I label myself a loser, a quitter. I'm hard on myself. I never label myself OCD, ACD, ADD, OCDD, whatever, a depressant, alcoholic, a drug addict. No, I don't. This is what I do. I do things, okay? I show up, move in the direction. I don't overanalyze, move in the direction that I think could be more pro-survival than staying in one place. And number 3, help somebody. Dude, you don't get attention today, you have absolutely zero chance of being successful. Money follows attention. Period. End of story. You guys that don't have time for Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram, you're like, I ain't got time for all that. How many have said that before? You're like, I ain't got time for all that. I'm busy being broke. I'm busy running my into the ground. I'm busy with a bunch of old lies and old ideas. I'm busy paying for my house note for the next 27 years, stuck in one place, and I can't move to jobs. When did your life change? Look, it changes every day. So, and then you got to add change on top of that. How are you going to get to Mars, right? Well, you're going to build a ship. You're going to probably blow up the first 2 or 3 of them. And then you're going to stay focused on the task, get people around you that don't make excuses, get rid of people that do. And then you're going to be like, hey, we're going to Mars, dude, no matter what it takes, what it costs. And you got to keep feeding the dream, you know? And so that's what I've done, dude. I like from 8 years old, like 7, 8 years old, I've just been feeding the beast. And when I quit feeding the beast of my dreams and fantasies, when I quit giving them energy, what happened was I started feeding other demons. And my life went downhill. So by the time I'm 25, I'm broke, I'm wrecked, I'm spiritually bankrupt, I'm physically bankrupt, I hate myself. But I didn't quit, you know, Jared, I just had to start rebuilding from zero. I was broke when I was 25. Dead broke. I'm not talking about financially broke. Let me tell you something. No, I didn't have any money in my pocket. I didn't have any credit cards. Nobody would give me credit, okay? Didn't have a driver's license, okay? 1970 Ford Maverick. Had a 1970 Ford Maverick. No air, no heat, no door handles. The floor was rusted, okay? I lived in a 275 square foot apartment, maybe 300 square feet if you counted the little step out in the front door. Paid $275 a month, and I was late almost every month. So don't tell me about your money problems, man, okay? Don't tell me about where you were born. Don't tell me about your bad breaks. Don't tell me about what your daddy did or your uncle felt you up or something, did some kind of weird thing to you and I'll ruin your head, or your sister abused you or whatever, okay? Look, we all got problems. You got to fix your problems now. You got to get your money right. So at 25 years old, I'm like, I'm getting my money right. I'm done. No more excuses. No more crybaby. No more blame. I'm getting my freaking money right. And I've spent the last 30 years doing that, and now I want to help you do the same thing, all right? Get your money right. That I did was I started studying people that did more. Not people that didn't do more, not people that said do less, not people that said, hey, don't be satisfied or be satisfied, not people that said, hey, be grateful for what you have. I started studying people that said and had done more, that you can do more. That's who I listen to today. I listen to the people, my friends in my life, the people I listen to, the people I talk to, the people that I follow on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. I don't follow everybody. I follow the people that say, you can do more, dude. I follow the people that say, I am doing more. I follow the people that are actually doing something on this planet to make a difference for the better. You have to be selective. You have to give something up, okay? You cannot listen to everybody, to every voice, to every person that's quit or given up. You got to make a decision. If you have that little voice inside of you that says you can do more, you have to give attention to that voice, and you got to feed it with those that support that idea that you can do more. I remember my dad died when I was 10 years old. He didn't have a problem with work. He said work is good. He said more work is better. He said lots of work is even better than that. And if you could get a whole bunch of people working together, you could actually accomplish something. Now, fast forward, to somewhere in the last 20 years, work became an addiction. Like, oh my God, you're a work addict, you're a compulsive work person, you're overachiever, you have problems in your life. I'm like, dude, the only problem I got in my life is that you telling me work is a bad thing. The more I work, the better I am. The more I get accomplished, the happier I am. The more I work and the more I accomplish, the better I feel about myself. I'm not trying to fill up a hole. I'm trying to reach my potential. Okay, check this out. 22 out of 28 million small businesses in America have no employees. 0 employees. What kind of business is that, man? I am the master and the slave. I am the prisoner, the warden, the jailhouse, the system. Dude, you're stuck. That's not a business. You cannot do the solopreneur thing, even though you see some guy on Instagram rolling out with a Lambo. Okay? It's bullshit. That's not a business. A business is people in a company. Anybody know any major successful person that didn't have a bunch of employees? Anybody here know any great company that had one employee, one flow of income, that didn't use debt? Okay? Caterpillar, debt. Coca-Cola, debt. Ford Motor Company, debt. They had to use debt. You got to use debt to expand. You can't stay small and expect the world to know you. It's impossible. For me, success is freedom. Like, at the end of the day, I want freedom. Money's great, but money just gets us freedom, right? So I see a lot of my peers. In fact, a friend that I was doing business with a couple years ago, he said to me, he's like, Grant, you're the freest guy I know. This guy's extremely wealthy, worth multi-billions of dollars. He says, you, my friend, are the freest guy I know. I said, what do you mean by that? It just came out of nowhere. You say what we'd spent a lot of time together, and he's like, I've been with you now for about a month and a half. You say what you want. You do what you want. You know there's going to be consequences. It's clear that you're consciously aware that you're saying something that's going to affect somebody. He's like, you're not stupid. You know what you're doing. I see you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. He didn't even know what most of these was. He says, I see you, say what you want, as often as you want, willing to make mistakes. She sees it too, right? So she knows that we go into environments, and she's gotten even used to the fact that I'm going to have my opinion. I'm going to go research things that other people might find controversial. I'm going to dig into things that people are like saying no about.
You will cross the line.
For me, it's about freedom. It's about, can I go where I want? Can I do business with who I want? This is what I've always wanted in my life. I want to go where I want. I don't want to be fixed in one spot. I want to be able to move.
My first 10 years of my life, I remember being on one plane with my mom, my dad, and my brothers and sisters. We went on one trip in 10 years. Before that, I never been on a trip. We sat in coach, and we flew to Los Angeles, and we went to Disneyland. Okay, and every time we looked at something, everything was too expensive. So, and I was tripping out. All I knew was the people that had the money had the control. They decided when we went to the Mickey Mouse pancake shop, what rides we could be on. And you know, fast forward to today, you know, I don't stand in line when I go to Disneyland. I'm like, hey, what do I have to pay so I don't have to stand in line? My dad could have probably done that too, but he didn't go to the next level. And for my parents, you know, you made money, you saved money, you protected money. And that was good, but it's not the only solution. My dad stopped at save the money and let's go on a trip. You know, rather than, hey, you know what? Let's keep building. Let's keep growing. Let's be obsessed with something monster, not just enough. And because my dad was satisfied with enough, he died at 52. I know maybe he'd have died at 52 the other way too. But when you scale out, dude, you can actually live longer because you're not doing all the work anymore.
What do you not know about money? You need to ask yourself that. What is it you don't know about money? You live on a planet that has endless amounts of paper. You have plenty of sticky notepads. Everybody agree with that? I mean, how many of you are short on legal pads? Or sticky notes? Or ear swabs? Or cotton swabs? You're not short on any of that stuff. Everybody has plenty of that stuff, except maybe the people in Puerto Rico. That, by the way, that's a good example of what can happen to good people. Bad things happen to good people. And money